Hello everyone. This has been a really rough few weeks for missing children's cases, and there's honestly more cases than I can even keep up with that are coming out, especially with how fast some of them are moving. It's shocking. But today's case is over a week old, and we still don't have any answers to where 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers is, after he vanished in the middle of the night from his Stafford Court home in Hendersonville County, an area just north of Nashville, Tennessee. And if you haven't noticed, I have kind of lost my voice. I got sick last week, and so I am trying to do my best. I have a lot of scripts to catch up on. I have a very big case I'm working on, as I mentioned, the community tab, but we are pressing through. So if I do sound a little off, that is why. Sebastian would disappear on February 26th. However, the night before, he was playing in his room, according to his mother, Katie Proudfoot. Katie saying when she asked Sebastian to go to bed, he listened to her, as he always did, and he told her goodnight, that he loved her, and he went to bed. However, at 6 a.m. the next morning, when Katie got up to wake Sebastian up for school, Sebastian was gone. She immediately called her husband and Sebastian's stepfather, Chris, who was working out of town at that point, and he had no clue where Sebastian was. She panicked, started looking around the house, and couldn't find Sebastian anywhere, so she immediately called 911, allegedly 3 minutes after she woke up. Now, what's very concerning about Sebastian's disappearance is that he reportedly has autism, and he is now currently without his medication since he's been missing. However, his parents do say that he is high functioning and that he is very smart. Sebastian is described as a very good kid who doesn't have access to the internet or social media. However, he does really love to play Minecraft. However, it does seem he plays in offline mode and doesn't seem to have access to the public servers where he could interact with other people. Stepfather Chris has also made a statement saying that he is a very strict parent and doesn't allow Sebastian to use social media or any unmonitored phone. And the family wants information about Sebastian to be made public so that hopefully can lead to him being found, such as how much he loves creeks, playgrounds, fishing, video games, animals, and plants. He loves to dance. So why would Sebastian run away? How did he just vanish? Police would immediately begin searching for Sebastian. An Amber Alert would go out, and his biological father, Seth Rogers, would be contacted, and he hadn't heard from or seen Sebastian either in about 2 weeks, actually. Sebastian's friends and his school would be contacted because the school was just down the road. However, they had no information on Sebastian either. Helicopters and drones would be brought in. Canines, dive teams, and search teams would comb the neighborhood and surrounding areas. But Sebastian was not caught leaving on any cameras in the area as of this point. Canines also never picked up Sebastian's scent anywhere, which is a bit odd in my opinion if he did leave on foot. Police went to such lengths as to play Sebastian's favorite song, Eye of the Tiger, on a loudspeaker in hopes that it would draw him out if he was hiding somewhere. Crews ended up searching 2,000 miles on foot in the surrounding area within the first 2 days, and no signs of Sebastian were found. At this point, Sebastian's home has been searched at least 10 times, it's been said. Police saying, and I quote, "We're operating under the assumption that Sebastian walked off. We have no evidence to disprove that. The family has been nothing but cooperative with law enforcement in our investigation. We are truly operating under the assumption that there's a missing child that needs help," end quote. Neighbors have also been searching in the surrounding areas. Their property is just making sure that Sebastian's not hiding somewhere because of the elements.
Looking at all the cameras, we're constantly searching. In our property, we have a new addition on the back of the house. We're searching there every day. I know the neighbors are. Everybody's kind of walking up and down the streets, looking everywhere we can.
Hendersonville neighbors say for the past week, the disappearance of 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers has laid heavy on their hearts. And it's a community effort trying to bring him home.
It's extremely sad. I don't know the family, but I know that everybody's working together and trying to, locate anything they can find about him.
Around 8 days in, police would pull back their search efforts, sparking a lot of speculation and questions whether police knew something a lot darker was going on, and that's why they were pulling this all back.
Let me be clear that this does not diminish our commitment to finding Sebastian. This is simply us transitioning from the ground search to the investigative side.
They will continue to keep the command center open and prepared to respond if someone spots the teen.
The Sheriff's Office continues to urge families to check your properties, to check your cameras. No detail is too small.
And honestly, a majority of the cases that we've been seeing coming out in the last few weeks, as I mentioned, there's been a lot of missing children's cases coming out, and it seems like in every single one of those cases, one of the parents or a guardian has been involved in the disappearance of the child, which has led to them being found dead. However, police have been pressing over and over again that there's no indication that Sebastian is not alive. Now, Sebastian's mother and his stepfather would end up going on the news, and I'll play some clips of that here. Let me know down below how you feel about all of this.
I just want my baby to be okay. I don't know where he's at.
Mom Katie broke down several times in our interview, but says her hope is strong that her son Sebastian will be found safe and return home.
He's gonna walk through that door and this street will be flooded again with family and relatives all waiting to hug and love him. And
Stepdad Chris says it's been an emotional roller coaster that all started Sunday night, February 25th.
Pretty normal. He was playing in his room. When I told him to go to bed, he did. He said, "Good night, Mom, I love you."
Katie says she went to wake up Sebastian around 6 a.m. Monday for school, and he was gone. Within minutes, Katie says she was on the phone with Chris, who was working out of town, and they quickly called 911.
And he's not a runner. He's never run away before. I don't know why. I don't know why he walked out that door.
I mean, he's a good kid. He's not a mischievous child by any means.
Katie and Chris say Sebastian is not on social media. While he loves to play Minecraft, they tell me he does not have any online capabilities. I asked if there was any reason he might want to leave.
We've been combing over that day and even the weeks before he left, and I hadn't been able to figure it out. He's, that morning he was laughing, he was joking.
Again, we have no indication, according to the police, that any of the parents are involved at this point. Anything like that is going on. However, it is a little weird, the wording, the one part that Sebastian's mother, Katie, ends up saying, where she says that he wasn't there in the morning, but then she also makes a comment that he was laughing that morning. So which is it? Again, I'm not pointing any fingers. It's just something that people have pointed out. I also find it a little weird that maybe it was just a mix of words. She meant the day before he was laughing. I don't know, but it's something worth pointing out. Sebastian's father, Seth, has also been a very big part of the investigation in the search for his son, and he's been in the area every single day helping search. The last time that Seth ended up seeing his son was 2 weeks prior, and I did see him mention that he was supposed to see him the week before, however he didn't, saying, and I quote, "I got to see him, we got to play video games, watch TV, had a great weekend," end quote. So I'll play that clip now of him being interviewed.
As his father, tell me a little bit about your son.
He's got a big heart. He's loving. You know, he's inquisitive. He can be stubborn at times. He loves to play video games. He loves animals. I mean, he thoroughly loves animals. He likes plants. He likes to, you know, grow things. He likes to take care of things. He loves his video games. Boy, the kid loves his video games.
What has the last week been like for you as a father?
My heart is missing somewhere out here, and I'm just trying to find him. Yeah, I don't know where he's at. I can't find him.
And when was the last time you got to see Sebastian?
Last time he was at my house. So I was supposed to have him last weekend, and it would have been 2 weekends prior. He was at my house, and I got to see him. We got to play video games, watch TV. Had a great weekend.
And I mean, obviously it seems like, what has it been like working with law enforcement? Have they been great, you know, trying to help you with this search?
They're definitely doing everything that they can to find my son, and I thoroughly appreciate it. And I hope that they find him every day. I'm waking up hoping that they find him.
Now, I ended up finding this information on Sebastian's aunt's Facebook page, where she was posting about her nephew going missing. And in her post, she posted that Sebastian left the house in the middle of the night with his glasses, a small flashlight, and no shoes, saying, and I quote, "We have been searching since 6:30 a.m. yesterday." But here's my question. How does she know this information? Because I've never seen this information spoken about by the police or in news articles about him leaving the home with a flashlight, no shoes, and his glasses. Now, it wasn't mentioned in his Amber Alert that he was wearing shoes, so that would make sense. But it makes me wonder, are they just saying that he left the house with these objects because there's a missing flashlight and his glasses are missing, or
was he spotted leaving the house like this? I'm just really curious where this information has come from. Clearly, I'm guessing the family, because she is part of the family. She is, you know, his stepfather's sister. But this is information I think that needs to be more public if it's true. And if he did leave the home with these objects, where was he going?
But this is honestly the majority of the information we have on Sebastian's disappearance, and it's been over a week. Law enforcement is still asking anyone in the surrounding areas, which are the areas north of Nashville, to search your properties. If you have fields, if you have sheds, if you have any tarps covering wood or anything like that, to search everything, because Sebastian could have crawled under something to hide or get warmth, because in the last week in Hendersonville County it's been in the 40s, which Sebastian could get hypothermia being out in the elements like that. There is a chance if he was out there, if he did wander off, that maybe he went and hid somewhere because he was cold. They're also asking for anyone to send in any video surveillance that you may have on your property, whether that even be your car, your vehicle, anything. And I'll have the information linked down below to do so. There are a bunch of different ways that you could submit this information. As always as well, if you have any information on Sebastian's disappearance, please say something. I'll have that information down below as well, but just make sure it's credible information. Sebastian is 5'5", 120 pounds. He wears glasses. He has brown hair and brown eyes. He was also last seen wearing black sweatpants and a black sweatshirt. I don't know how I feel about this one. With the trend we're seeing, it really seems like at least one of the parents or guardians has been involved, because honestly, children just don't run away. They don't run away for no reason. Could this case be different, however? But then again, it leads me to, why would Sebastian want to run away? There had to have been a reason. Kids, especially teenagers, don't just run away unless there's a reason. Home is supposed to be a safe space, a place they run to, not run away from. So if he was to run away, what was happening in the home that would have caused him to want to run away? Another reason would be being lured by a stranger from online. However, from everything everyone has said, he had zero access to the internet to be able to contact someone online that would lead him to be lured away. So it makes me wonder, is there something that was going on in the home that hasn't been spoken of? Or did Sebastian somehow get access to the internet without someone knowing, whether that be at school, at a friend's house? Was he playing Minecraft somehow on an open server and started talking to a stranger on there that convinced him to leave his home? And if he did run away, why did he specifically choose that night to do so? There had to be a reason that night in specific was the night to leave. But then it leads me to wonder, if he did leave on foot, why have the scent dogs not tracked him anywhere or found his scent anywhere? Because the police were called in very immediately. Katie said she called 911 3 minutes after she realized he was missing. Scent dogs were brought in very quickly, considering the circumstances. And I do understand that the scent can be altered by the elements, if it was raining, or if, you know, there's a lot of traffic. There's a lot of things that can lead to the scent being destroyed. However, why were there also no cameras that have caught him? Especially, it seems like there may have been quite a lot of footage sent in. It's all so strange. But what I want to know is what you all think. Let's have a chat down below. Hopefully this case could have a happy ending, unlike all of the other ones that we've been covering, and Sebastian can be brought home. That is the greatest hope in any of these cases, that the child can be brought home. But again, let's chat down below. As always, I want to know if there are any cases you want me to look into. I do have quite a few I'm working on right now. As I said, I just lost my voice pretty badly, and the big case that I'm working on is going to take me hours and hours and hours to film, which means it's going to be a lot of talking. And I want to make sure I do the video and the family justice, so I don't want to do that with my voice like this. So crossing fingers gets better by the end of the week. If there are any updates in Sebastian's case, I will keep you all updated. As always, I hope you all stay safe out there, lock your windows and doors, and I hope to see you in the next video.